Hello, this is Professor Sampson, and I am going to show you how to use systems of equations to solve a word problem, to do some applications of these systems. Alright, and if you can't see it, I'm going to read it here. At a concession stand, 5 hot dogs and 4 hamburgers cost $14.75. 4 hot dogs and 5 hamburgers cost $14.50. Find the cost of 1 hot dog and the cost of 1 hamburger. Okay, so we're going to start with this first sentence here. Alright, if you can't see it, I'll go over it again. My first sentence here says 5 hot dogs, so we're going to call that 5. I'm going to call that D. I always use the letter of whatever I have here instead of using X and Y. When I use X and Y, I have to tell you what X means and what Y means. And a lot of times at the end of the problem, after you've done such beautiful work, you'll stick in the X for the Y and the Y for the X. This way, there is no mistaking. 5D is 5 hot dogs. And then plus, I'm going to have 4 hamburgers, and I'm calling them 4H. And that total cost is $14.75. My second sentence says that I have 4 hot dogs, 4D, plus I have 5 hamburgers, 5H, and that cost me $14.50. Okay. Now you can use any way. You could use graphing. You could use elimination. You could use the addition method. Substitution method. I'm going to use, of course, I'm going to use the addition method or the elimination method, making both of them the same. So I'm deciding to eliminate the D, so I'm going to multiply. I'm eliminating the D. So I don't have anything that's in common, so I have to make them in common. So I need 1 positive and 1 negative. So I'm going to multiply the top by 4 and the bottom by -5. When I do that, this will become 20, and that'll become -20, which I can then cancel out. Okay? So 4 times 5 is 20D, plus, right, 16H is equal to 4 times 14.75. That is 59. The next one I'm going to multiply, that's going to be -20D minus 25H is equal to 1450 times 5. That's going to give me 7250. Negative 7250, of course. Signs have to change. Now, I'm going to add these together. These cancel out. I get 25 minus 16. Well, 16 minus 25, which is going to give me a -9H. And that's equal to 59 minus 72.50. And that's going to give me -1350. Going to divide by 9, -9, divide by -9. You see the negatives will go away because you can't have negative hamburgers. So I'm going to have 1350 divided by -9, and that's 150. So now I know H is for hamburger, so my hamburgers are 150. So all I have to do now is go back into one of my original equations and replace that into my original equation and find out exactly what my hot dogs are going to be. I might choose this one. I can squeeze it over here. Right, I'm going to rewrite it. It was 5D plus 4H is equal to 14.75. I'm going to plug in H, which was my hamburgers right there. 5D plus 4 times 150 is equal to 14.75. 5D plus 4 times 150, $6, of course, is equal to 14.75. subtract 6 from both sides, and you'll get 5D is equal to 875. Now divide by 5 both sides, and now you'll get the price of your hot dogs, which is 175. So your dogs are equal to 175. Hot dogs 150, hot dogs 175, hamburgers 150. Okay, so that's one application there. Let's get another one. This is a cool problem. Just have to think about it. It says a basketball player scored 15 times during one game. He scored a total of 25 points. 2 for each 2-point shot and 1 for each free throw. How many 2-point shots did he make? Then how many free throws did he make? Okay. Another one. We have to take a look at the numbers. 15 times is the number of times that they shot the ball. 15 times the ball went in the air. But you got 25 points. Right? So you're going to set up two equations where the first one is points. So I got 25 points. How did I get 25 points? So you get 2 for each 2-point shot. So I'm going to get 2 points for each 2-point shot, which I'm using the letter T for 2-point shot. Plus, I'm going to get, and I'm going to put the 1 here for dramatic effect, 1 for each free throw. Now, when I add up how many ever 2-point shots I take and how many ever free throws I take, I'm going to get a total number of points. In this case, it was 25. Right? The second equation is just going to be how many times I shot the ball. This tells me how many times I shot 2-point, and then I times it by 2 to get my points. But this tells me how many times I shot 2-point shots, and this tells me how many times I shot free throws. So if I put in T plus F, that's going to give me 15, because in the problem it told me I shot it 15 times. Right? And this problem you can do either way. You can do, again, by elimination, or you can do it by substitution. Alright, I just did elimination, so I think I'm going to do substitution. Substitution just requires me to rewrite one of these by moving one of the variables over. So I'm going to say that F is equal to 15 minus T. Right, so I just subtracted T from both sides. Now I'm going to replace my F with this stuff. I'm going to replace this F, stuff 4F here, with my F right there. Okay. So I have now 2T plus, I'm going to replace this for F 1 times, but 1 times anything, I'll just write it 1 times 15 minus T, just in case you would have a number, equals 25. So now I have 2T plus 15 minus T is equal to 25. I have T plus 15 is equal to 25. Then I'm going to subtract 15 from each side, leaving me with T is equal to 10. So 10 right there. 10 2-point shots. That's why I like the letters, 2-point shots. So if I made 10 2-point shots, how many free throws did I make? That's simple. F is equal to 15 minus the T. So F is equal to 15 minus the 10. F is equal to 5. So 5 free throws, 10 2-point shots. And you can always check your answer by replacing these back in. So I'm going to say my 2 original equations. Let's check them. Check. My 2 original equations by plugging in T is equal to 10, right? And free those equal to 5. So I would have 2 times 10 plus 5 is equal to 25. 2 times 10 is 20, plus 5 is equal to 25. 25 is equal to 25. That checks out. Then I plug it into my second equation. It has to check both equations. And then I have my t, so it was t plus f equals 15, and it sure does. 10 plus my f, which is 5, is equal to 15. Right? And that checks out. So I know that my answer is right because I was able to check it out. So that's 2 ways to use your systems to solve a real-world application problem.